the lack of pictures lie. I have a secret, stay for now. I'm the sober one of this smoke-filled crowd. These are things, the donuts are flame. I jump them in my mouth and disappear in the haze. Stuck in the grass, looked at the trees, looked to the track, but you'll never find me. Weeding out the stars. Hey, hey, hey. Weeding out the stars. Hey, hey, hey. Weeding out the stars. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, New York City! Oh, how well did I time that? Where am I moving this? It's behind you. How are you guys tonight? Welcome to Asylum NYC. I'm your host, Alex Grubard, and guess what? This is Weeding Out the Stone! Let me ask you guys this. How many people have been to Weeding Out the Stone before? Put your hands together! Rock and roll! That's our first sobriety test. Baked. They've been here more than once. Well, how many people is this their very first time? Woo! Well, thank you guys so much for being here. This is the game show of Sobriety Test. Since most of you, it's your first time at Weeding Out the Stone, you know how, we need to know how we play the games. This game show, you need to know the rules and laws around here. Let's check them out. Here's the deal. I pulled over a clown car of stone comedians tonight. They smelled very loud, okay? I knew to pull them over. And so there are, I believe, 13 people tonight. We'll see if that last person shows up, you know what I mean? There might be 12. So everybody is high except one. One person is sober. The rest are stoned. We're going to play a series of sobriety test games. After each game, we are going to eliminate contestants we believe are stoned, to try and leave the sober person left at the end. So each player is high except for one. Now, that one person is the narc. They narked anonymously on the rest of them because they're sober and they're a coward. That's what happened. So after each game, we're going to use elimination techniques to eliminate contestants we think are high. If you think a contestant is high, I'm going to say their name, and if you think they're high, you're going to cheer really loudly for them, all right? Now, let's pretend that I'm high right now. I know I'm pulling it off, but let's pretend you want to eliminate me. What are you going to do when you think someone is stoned? And I say their name. Alex. Exactly. And a big cheer will eliminate those people. Lights matter, and we'll see on the next game, you know? If you think a contestant might be sober at the end of a game, if you want to give them immunity into the next round, see some more data on that person, during the elimination round, when I say their name, if you want to give them immunity, you're going to point at them and yell narc, all right? If you think they might be sober. People have been dying to do this for years. A lot of X-hole monitors back there, I can tell. So let's try that one out. Like, pretend that I'm sober. Right, pretend that I'm sober. And let's, you want to give me immunity. What are you going to do during the elimination round? Alex. No! Exactly, and a point is like an exclamation point, so get those fingers out there, all right? Exactly, right? So let's try them both out one more time. What are you going to do when you think someone is stoned? Alex! What are you going to do when you think someone is sober? Alex! Fantastic stuff! You guys, is this the NYPD? Are you guys really? Fantastic, you guys are lieutenants? So those are our elimination techniques. Now we have high contestants, we also have high stakes. If we win, if we leave a sober person left at the end of the show, guess what? Everybody here gets candy. How about that? Fantastic. But if we're fooled, if a stoner is left at the very end of the show, they've tricked everyone into thinking that they're the sober person, guess what? They get the thing they desire most in the world. All of the candy to themselves. We cannot let that happen, okay? So those are our prizes. We have another rule, the munchies rule. We have some candy out on stage because if any of our contestants, any of our players this evening eat any of the stage candy while the games are still taking place, they obviously have the munchies and they are automatically eliminated, all right? And they go to jail for life, remember that. So that's the munchies rule. If we catch them, we gotta catch them in the act on that one, but that's basically our rules, but I do actually want to deputize a volunteer for an extra grand prize. Does anyone want to be our deputy volunteer this evening? Raise your hand. Somebody. Right, I'll go with you right here. I saw you first. Yeah, what's your name? Sarah Ann. Great. Give it up for Sarah Ann, everybody. Here's the deal. So everybody is still going to cheer and yell Narc Family Feud style, but it is up to you, your final decision. Yeah, exactly. I know. Now you wish you gave it to old Beardo over here. Deputy Beard, salute. I'm glad you're here, sir. Sarah Ann, it is going to be up to you. Don't worry, we'll take it slow at first, just eliminating one person. So, but you'll have the final decision. And if you win, you get a brand new bowl. How about that? As a grand prize. Right up front, you wish you deputized yourself, don't you? I know. And that bowl is shaped like a minion from the Minions movies. It's the best. You're going to love it. I hope you win. So those are our basic rules. I have one final hint for all of you guys. We've done the show over 100 times. I got to tell you, all of our contestants up here, they're all comedians. They're all improvisers. They're very funny people. Don't just eliminate people because they're being hilarious. Eliminate people because they're acting really stonery. You know what I mean? Don't eliminate silly, eliminate stupid. That's my one final hint for you guys. Do you guys think you're going to spot the Narc tonight? Who thinks they're going to do it? Yes, I only got confidence over there, this side. I don't know. The west side. I don't know how you're feeling. But yeah, those are our basic rules and laws. If you guys want to meet our contestants this evening, who wants to see these players? Get up here. Fantastic. Well, come on out here, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, clap it up for our contestants this evening as they find their way up here. Give it up for them. Clap it up for them. They're going to keep coming, funneling out, one by one. This is also a really good time to take it all in. Who would you eliminate on site, sir? Who's just looking right now? They're still coming. You got one? Oh, he doesn't even know. The creepy one. Okay, good luck to you. Maybe we'll eliminate those first. Is that everybody? Clap it up for all these contestants up here, all these players this evening. Fantastic stuff. Oh my God. So yeah, take it all in. Take it all in. These guys, they're doing great. Here's our first test also, real quick. Your microphones turn on if you hold the bottom of them. This is the first test. So we'll see. Just hold the bottom and they'll turn on. There's a button on the bottom. Anyway, clap it up one more time for them. And there's so many of them. There's so many. I think we're going to move on to our first game. Let's see this game. Guess what? It's 30-second explanation. Here's the deal. We all know that stoners, they tend to tangent, all right? They're redundant. They've got crazy stuff going on in their heads. They're in outer space. I'm going to give each of our contestants an explain this prompt. They have exactly 30 seconds to explain that prompt. No more, no less. We'll see what's going on in their head. So, 30 seconds, just explain the thing that I tell you to explain. That's all I'm asking you, and guess what? I think we're going to discover who's stoned pretty quick. That's how this goes. So, who wants to go first? Why don't you right in front of me? Give it up for your first contestant, Stu, everybody. Give it up for Stu! All right, Stu.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, how you feeling?
I feel nervous, but thank you guys for coming. Okay.
Great. Take it all in, all right? Take everything in. You're saying that right away. Stuart, are you ready to play this game?
I'm so ready. I've never been more ready.
Great. All right, Stuart, for 30 seconds, explain how you got to the theater this evening.
Oh my gosh, I ran here. It was crazy. I was running through the streets. I was in Brooklyn, and then I had to run to the L train, and then I got on the L train, and then I switched to the ACE at 14th Street, and I waited for the C train, and then I ran here. I was running late, but I made it here by like 9:20. And once I got here, I ran through the doors. I showed my vaccine. Give it up for the vaccine. Thank you. And then I came here, and then we all met in the green room, and that's how I got here.
And time! Whoa! It was very well timed. Incredible. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. And all she knew that she needed to fill the whole time. That's very impressive work. Keep notes on that. You guys aren't taking enough notes. That's just something I'm telling you right off the bat. Clap it up for your next contestant, Sam, everybody. Give it up for Sam. All right, Sam, for 30 seconds, exactly 30 seconds, explain why bad things happen to good people. Go.
Well, the thing about human beings is that we have terrible parents, and our parents were all fucked up by their parents. So if you ever thought that your mom was crazy, your grandma is like 10 times crazier. And when you think about it, nobody's really responsible for the harm that they cause other people. They're all good people on the inside. Even if you like hit somebody with your car.
Time! Great stuff for him. Yeah, clap it up for Sam. A lot of valid points, I would say. Fantastic stuff. Pass that mic down, and let's clap it up for your next contestant, Domo, everybody. Clap it up for Domo. All right, Domo, for 30 seconds, explain where to hide buried treasure. Go.
Like, why do we have to bury it, though? But I suppose, if I really was, like, going to, which I would, maybe out, like, the ocean somewhere? Because, like, not everybody can swim, so not everybody can get to it.
Time, yeah. Yeah, buried in the ocean where no one can swim to it. I love it. I love the logic. Fantastic stuff, Domo. Clap it up for Domo, yeah. All right, you can clap it up for your next contestant, Ben, everybody. Clap it up for Ben. All right, Ben, for 30 seconds, exactly 30 seconds, explain what cilantro tastes like. Go.
Well, first of all, I think that burying treasure at the ocean isn't a good idea. Because what if an octopus takes it and it gets hold of the treasure and then it becomes rich and it takes over the world? You aren't thinking about that. And cilantro is very nice. It's in like salsa and guacamole. And yeah, bury your treasure better.
8 seconds left.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good addition to food and stuff.
Time, okay. Well, there you go. A real coherent thought. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to take this out. It was hot under there. Yeah. I don't know why anybody respected my authority before this was out of my shirt. Coming up for Ben, everybody, with... I believe that's what cilantro tastes like. We'll see. I don't know. I might have some later. Clap it up for your next contestant, Tony, everybody. Give it up for Tony. All right, Tony, for 30 seconds, exactly 30 seconds, no more, no less. Explain how to drive a car. Go.
So you break the window, right? And then you flick the little thing, and then you pull the handle real good, and then now you're comfortable. You adjust the seat a little bit, but the sirens might be going off. But then you take the screwdriver, and there's like a hole. It looks like vertical, and then you go boom. Now at this point, you want to tug as hard as you possibly can towards the screwdriver until you hit and then hit the gas a little bit, and I think it should start.
Time, okay. Yes. Yes. That's how you drive a car. I'll be seeing you right after, but that's how you do it. Good answer, Tony. Yeah, clap it up one more time for Tony, right? And keep that going for your next contestant, Justin, everybody. Clap it up for Justin.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing, Justin? What's going on?
Man, I just want to let you know, I didn't come here to make friends. I came to find a wife. Let's do this.
All right. Well, I hope this helps. Justin, for 30 seconds, explain who the greatest director of all time is. Go.
All right, well, we got to look at the history of cinema. And if you go back far enough, I think you'll realize the greatest director of all time is God. Well, God, you got no movies. Name, all right, now listen. All right, or, you know, you can just say Martin Scorsese. You know.
That time. Okay, there you go, all right? He got there. To some people, Martin Scorsese is God, all right? They're called NYU students. I don't know, all right? Let's see. Give it up for Justin, everybody. Give it up for Justin. And We're learning a lot here, folks. These answers, they're great. Clap it up for your next contestant, Elizabeth, everybody. Give it up for Elizabeth.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah, how you doing, Elizabeth? What's up?
I'm alright.
How you feeling? You feeling good? Are you ready to play this game?
Are you feeling alright?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Elizabeth, for 30 seconds, explain how Congress works. Well,
What happened was, I meant to go to that class, but like at the time, there were people setting off a lot of fires at the high school. So like, of course, police presence, right? So, but my cousin was a cop. So we used to just bullshit in the hallway, and then he would take me to class, and this isn't weird.
Time. Yeah, give it up for Elizabeth, everybody. Sir, yeah, how you doing?
My bad.
Yeah, yeah, I think, clap it up for Elizabeth, everybody. Clap it up for Elizabeth. We'll get to your story. But yeah, and clap it up for your next contestant, Allie, everybody. Clap it up for Allie. Yeah, Allie, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Everybody's so kind. Yeah, are you ready to play this game?
Let's do it.
All right, great. Allie, for 30 seconds, explain what you had for dinner last night. Go.
For dinner last night, I tried to make spaghetti alla limone, but I oversalted the pasta water, and I was going to use the pasta water in the sauce, so then I just had very salty spaghetti alla limone. And I didn't use enough lemon, but I still ate it because I didn't want to waste it, and also I was very, very lazy. Because I was tired because I worked a long, hard day at my job. My job, which I love if my boss is here.
It's time. Yeah. Give it up for Allie, everybody. I don't think I've ever made that dish because the whole time I was thinking spaghetti with ice cream on top. Yeah, right, I know. Great stuff, Allie. Give it up for Allie one more time. And let's clap it up for your next contestant, Nicole, everybody. Give it up for Nicole. All right, Nicole, for 30 seconds, explain how to make friends.
Wow. Okay, so I'm probably not the best person for this. My hack is I just like to talk about food. It's the biggest life hack there is if you're having a conversation with someone and it's not going particularly well. Just ask them what their favorite food is and you're off to the fucking races. You're just gonna like talk about tacos or like pizza for the next 30 seconds or however much longer I have talking to you, Alex. That's pretty much how you make friends, and they feel good because they're talking about their favorite food and they associate that with you, and then they're like, hey, do you want to get like tacos or like pizza together, and then you have fucking friends.
Time, there you go. Great stuff. Going out to eat. Brilliant stuff, yeah, absolutely. Clap it up one more time for Nicole, right? And keep that going for your next contestant, Darryl, everybody. Clap it up for Darryl. How you doing, Darryl? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You ready to play this game?
Yes.
All right. Darryl, for 30 seconds, explain the overarching plot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh boy. So when time started, there were like 6 stones. 5 stones. One for each knuckle, and then the middle of their hand. And then they got put in a glove. When they exist, time happens around it. So then there's one dude who's going to use it to make a wish. The wish was kind of practical. He was like, take half of everybody out. He did that. Some people, led by white men, refused to take yes for an answer, and then they went back in time and just broke the rules of like modern storytelling. But it looked cool. It looked cool. And then Loki had a thing.
Time, great. Give it up for Darryl. That was very coherent. Right, daunting test, 25 movies in 30 seconds. Fantastic stuff. Clap it up for your next contestant, Mike, everybody. Give it up for Mike. Mike, how you doing?
Oh, well, after how Darryl did, I'm not going to do well. He set a very high bar.
Well, who knows? All right. Yeah, don't worry about it. But in 30 seconds,
Yes,
no
sir.
more, no less,
Okay.
explain what the difference is between an otter, a seal, and a walrus. Go.
Okay, so like, a seal is like, you know in your 20s when you don't know what you want from a relationship? You know what I mean? Like, you're looking for something that seems really fun, but then you get to it, and it's just like not that fun after a while, so that's what a seal is. And an otter is, I don't know, so I'm trying to improvise something, so just so you know. An otter is, I don't fucking know the difference between them, I just know a whale's fat. That's all, I mean, walrus is fat.
Time.
Fuck you.
There we go. Give it up for Mike, everybody.
Oh, man. I'm mad I did not know that science.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry I didn't get MCU. I don't know. Give it up for your next contestant, Carlos, everybody. Give it up for Carlos. How you feeling, man?
Fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy. I like that. All right, Carlos, for 30 seconds, explain everyone else's answer before you. In 30 seconds. All right?
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so I'm going to be very honest. I have ADD. I have a very hard time paying attention to things. I remember some funny things were said. Some things were also said. You know, everybody. You know, it's like, whoa, which one of us is on drugs? Which one of us like isn't on drugs? Who knows? All I know is that there is no clear way of defining like, oh, this is like a well-structured, like improvised bit, and just the ramblings of a person under the influence. There's, you know, and that's like, I mean, schizophrenia is just having the power to have that, but like all the time in your head. When you really think about it.
At time. Okay. Interesting stuff. Have it up for Carlos, everybody. Yeah. Taking us on whirlwinds. And now, here we go. Your final contestant in this game. Give it up for Danish, everybody. Give it up for Danish. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro.
Somebody want to pass him a mic? Yeah, thanks, Carlos. Much appreciated. There we go.
Oh, hello. Sorry I was late, bro.
Right, no, don't worry. Everything's a test. Don't worry.
It was unrelated to the event.
Understood.
All right.
Well, how you feeling?
Good. I didn't know we couldn't eat the candy. I ate some. My bad. My bad. It was just one piece. I didn't know. I was told after the fact, bro.
Man, well, I didn't catch you, but Danish, you are digging yourself a hole. I have not even asked you a question yet. No one is sure you know how to play this game because somebody was late.
Fuck, man.
Don't worry about it. We'll see if you can catch up. We'll see.
That was a test candy, and they're good. So
I'll say you never know. He could be this other person. All right, Danish, you ready to play this game?
Yes.
All right. For 30 seconds exactly. No more, no less.
Okay.
For 30 seconds or more, no less, explain what your favorite song is. Go.
Wow, you know, music is a beautiful thing. And it is always changing. But if I had to go with one record, it would have to be Country Grammar by Nelly. It was just a certain connection I had to the record. It was a certain time in my life where I could afford my first piece of, you know what I'm saying? It was like an NFT before they existed.
Head time. Okay, great. Hey, give it up for Danish, everybody. Hey, clap it up for all our contestants. They were fantastic. Give it up for them. I would say some were more stonery than others. Some took us on some serious journeys. But yeah, it's up to you guys. You guys know your elimination techniques. Let's start up here, and we're going to eliminate one person. One person is getting eliminated. Feel free to use those narcs. You know how to do it. Who thinks that Ben is stoned? Who thinks that Tony is stoned? Who thinks that Justin is stoned? Who thinks that Elizabeth is stoned? Who thinks that Allie is stoned? There are a few narcs. Who thinks that Nicole is stoned? Who thinks that Darryl is stoned? Who thinks that Mike is stoned? Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Chaos. Who thinks that Stewart is stoned? Who thinks that Sam is stoned? Who thinks that Domo is stoned? And who thinks that Danish is stoned? All right. Sarah Ann, you've seen one game, you hear everybody, it's hard to miss right now, if you know what I mean, but we're eliminating one person. It's up to you. Who do you think got the loudest cheer, no narcs, that kind of thing? Well, you can just, literally there are so many people on stage right now. It's un-fucking believable how many people are on stage. God damn it, there are a lot of people. Guy in the black shirt. You're eliminating Tony? I'll give you a second guess. Is that what you were, that is who you were going to eliminate this whole time? Because you gave yourself a preface. And I want to give you a shot. Final answer sort of shit. You're good. All right. Guys, give it up for Tony, everybody. Clap it up for Tony, but you are eliminated. Everybody knows. Yeah. Everybody knows that stoners break into cars all the time. Hotwire them. Get out of here! Get out of here! You'll find them. You'll find them later. I'll point them out to you one day. Clap it up one more time for Tony. And keep it going for everybody that's still in this. Oh my God. But let's move on to our next game. Here's the deal. Oh my God, we still have so many contestants up here. We're testing their minds, but we're testing them physically too. We all know that stoners, they're smoking things all the time. They've got smoke and fire in their bellies. So here's the deal. I have a bag of balloons, and I'm going to ask each of our contestants to blow up a balloon until it pops. If they can blow the balloon up with just their lungs, oh my God, they have the best lungs in the world, they must be sober. If they struggle, if they try and find a clever way to get out of it, that's what stoners do, all right? There we go. So why don't you just pass those around if you don't mind. Thank you so much. And yeah, so these each person is just going to take a balloon. We'll all do it at the same time. We'll race to the finish and see who can blow up a balloon until it pops. You know how we do. We'll see these sobriety tests. We'll eliminate who we think is stoned after this. Okay, this is taking a while. Why don't you give me a few? Okay, that's two of you. Two he handed to me. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Everything is a test. This passing out of the balloons, that's a test. Yeah. Okay, I think we're there. All right, I'll just take that back. Clap it up for all of them. They got through that. You guys are sweet. And yeah, you know, on my go, or if we hear the music, let's begin! All right, yes, let's see. Oh man, Mike is doing very well. Stewart, Allie doing great. Nicole, Justin, these people, Donna just got it. People are struggling though. Ben is really struggling. He's got terrible lungs. I don't know. Give it your best shot. Cheer them on. Who do you got? Who do you got in this race? Darryl and Nicole. Are about to do this? I don't know. Watch everything. Take those notes. Boom, let's go. Like popcorn out of nowhere. Adonis has got to explode any day now. Justin Stewart's enormous. Oh, there we go. But Domo's done it. Nicole's done it. Allie's done it. Darryl's done it. Oh, man, there's so many still left. How did the hell? Look, how is this not popped? What are you going to a birthday party? What's happening? No! Just pop these balloons. The first balloon has already been popped. It's the race to the finish. Figure it out. Come on, think of something. They're dying. You're looking up. Yeah. Pop this close. You almost got this. Pop it. Just pop it. Oh, man, what went? Who even went? I understand. Man, amazing. We're down to the last four. It's a race to the finish. Stewart, Elizabeth, Carlos, Danish, figure out how to pop it just before the other three. You're doing amazing. That's a man. Pop it. Just pop it now. There you go. It's a race to the finish. Oh, down to Elizabeth. Oh, Danish, just let it go, Danish. Just let it go. Clap it up for all of them, everybody. Really fighting for it. How was it? How did you feel about that, guys?
I hate it.
People don't love that one. Guys, you're still trying. Amazing.
Alex, I have a legit fear of popping balloons.
Yeah, I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
Some people have allergies to latex as well. Anyway, clap it up for everybody one more time. Guess what? We're eliminating one more person. One more person is getting eliminated. Remember, to try to see who gets the most cheers and listen for who gets a narc. We want to keep those people in. Let's start on this side right now. Who thinks that Nicole is stoned? Who thinks that Allie is stoned? Or who thinks that Elizabeth is stoned? Down as well too. Who thinks that Justin was stoned? Who thinks that Ben is stoned? Who thinks that Danish is stoned? Who thinks that Domo is stoned? Who thinks that Sam is stoned? Who thinks that Stu is stoned? Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Who thinks that Mike is stoned? Who thinks that Darryl is stoned? Right, a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And Sarah Ann, I hope you were listening. Who do you think got the most cheers? Who do you think is the most stoned up here? Based on everybody's response. Who do you want to eliminate? We're eliminating one person. Domo, you think? Domo? All right, I'll give you one last chance again. But yeah, you're sure. Sure. Give it up for Sarah. Give it up for Domo, though. See, Domo, you are eliminated. Great stuff. Who had a chair opened up? Sarah, I like the way you think. That's always interesting. This guy just took his own chair, but whatever. It goes. Everything's a test. Clap it up one more time for everybody that's still in this. People can take that chair. Doesn't look like he's about to run over. Elizabeth, anybody? Okay, now it's up to you. Ben's taking it. Ben took the chair. Okay, great. Yeah, we're going to move on to our next game. Our next game. See, here's the thing. Most of these guys, they know by now that, they're trying to convince you that they are the one sober person on stage, even if they are in fact stoned. So our next game, we're going to test that because our next game is Mararama. All right? Here's the deal with Mararama. I'm going to ask our contestants a question that any stoner in the world would know the answer to. And all they have to do is get the answer wrong. That's it. If they get the answer wrong, great. I'll say wrong. I'll move on. If somehow they say the correct answer, even an answer that could be right in a certain universe, then I'm going to say that's kind of right, and we're going to laugh at them. And we're going to eliminate those people, okay? Because they're not even paying attention to me right now. That's how this works. This is Mararama. Wrong answers only, all right? We'll see who knows these questions too well, these answers too well. Danish, let's start with you.
Okay.
All right, Danish, what is the active ingredient in cannabis?
Mushrooms.
Incorrect. Great. Moving on. Ben. Who is Cheech?
Like the guy on the Cheetos package, the lion?
Incorrect. That's Chester the Cheeto? Okay, great. Chester the Cheeto. Chester the Cheetah. Sam. Who is Chong?
This is just a shot in the dark. The former governor of New York State.
Incorrect. But one day. John will be. Stu, all right. Stu, what is a common nickname for a marijuana user?
A Scooby-Doo watcher.
Scooby-Doo, yeah, that is. Scooby stacks in like 70s cartoons are totally, of all the 70s cartoons, that is gonna have right. Interesting. Carlos, name one song by Snoop Dogg.
He was featured on California Girls by Katy Perry.
You got me. He was, right? You kind of went to that too quick. Yeah, interesting. They're wrong. Wrong answers only. But great, we got two half right answers in a row. Mike.
Sir.
What is the scientific name for marijuana?
My mom.
No. Incorrect. Great stuff. Darryl, name one movie about marijuana.
Avengers Endgame.
Nicole, where do marijuana users buy marijuana?
You know, on Etsy.
No, that was the only place that they don't these days. Good stuff. Allie, what clothing do marijuana users wear?
Ball gowns.
Not that I know. No. Elizabeth, name 2 strains of marijuana.
HPV. I forgot what words were.
All right, incorrect, but great. Everything is telling. Yeah. And Justin, what type of food do marijuana users put marijuana into?
Like salads and, like tofu.
No, not tofu. Incorrect. All right. Great job, guys. Give it up for all of them. We got a lot of wrong answers. We got some right answers, though. Pretty interesting stuff. Guys, guess what? We're going to eliminate 2 people. 2 people are getting eliminated. I know, it gets serious, and they're going to prison for life. Okay, so just remember that. Let's start down here. Who thinks that Darryl is stoned? Who thinks that Mike is stoned? Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Who thinks that Stewart is stoned? Who thinks that Sam is stoned? Who thinks that Ben is stoned? Who thinks that Danish is stoned? Who thinks that Justin is stoned? Who thinks Elizabeth is stoned? Who thinks Allie is stoned? Who thinks Nicole is stoned? All right. Who thinks the Narc's already been eliminated? That's good. Well, Sarah Ann, it's up to you. Still, we're eliminating two people.
I only agreed to 1 per round, so Jeremy here is going to take the second one.
Okay, that's fine with me. That's how policing really works, too. Isn't that weird how that works? It's just organically. No, Sarah Ann, who do you, and what was your name? Jeremy. Jeremy. Plug it up for Jeremy, too. Yeah. So, Sarah Ann, who are you eliminating? And Jeremy, who are you eliminating? The redhead in the middle, you know, Stewart. Sarah Ann, I know, he's got Jeremy, clap it up for Stewart. And Jeremy, who do you got? Elizabeth, you're both sticking with that? You guys are so committed. Yeah. All right, well, yeah, Stewart, Elizabeth, clap it up for them. I mean, they are eliminated. Elizabeth, sorry, you are eliminated. And not just taking candy, that's like a confession. Yeah. And another chair opened up. Clap it up for all these guys that are still in this. Pretty cool. And yeah, our next game. So here's the deal. We all know that stoners, they are paranoid all the time. They're scared of things. They're scared of authority. They're scared of all sorts of things. They make up crazy logic in their mind all the time. So this is a similar tangent game. I'm going to give each of our contestants, you have 30 seconds. It's not quite as strict, but it's you have 30 seconds. I'll tell you when your time is up. I'm going to give you a common fear, a fear that many people are afraid of, and all you have to do to prove that you're not stoned is tell us why that common fear is no big deal, because this is paranoid schmaranoid, all right? That's how it is. So this is paranoid schmaranoid. I love that. So yeah, Darryl, why don't you go first? Okay. You get a mic, that's all. All right. So I'm going to give you a common fear. You got 30 seconds to tell us why that common fear is no big deal. For 30 seconds, tell us why the military-industrial complex is no big deal.
It really isn't a big deal. If you think about it, we all pay them a little bit of money, right? Like, that's what part of being an American is. It's why, we spend more than everybody else. So it's just a little bit of money for the widespread destruction and killing of brown people. But you have to understand, it costs us a little bit.
All right, right. There you go. Clap it up for Darryl. Pretty insane. A pretty coherent answer, though. You don't have to side with it, but coherent. Mike, all right. Mike, clap it up for Mike, guys, right? All right. Forgot what I was doing. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah. All right, Mike, for 30 seconds, explain why being alone is no big deal.
Oh, this is actually a great question for me. Because really when you're alone, after a while you sort of anthropomorphize the things around you. And so you're never really that alone once you can sort of project different emotions onto different objects in your house. And you get into you play video games like The Sims, and you can kind of map out a life on them, and you can sort of rebuild what could have been if you didn't get divorced at 27. Do I bore?
No, if you want.
Yeah. So, I got divorced really early, you guys.
That's right. Great, give it up for Mike, guys. All right. And our next contestant, Carlos. Carlos, how you feeling? Good, good. Just trying to keep everyone on their toes, I guess. I don't know. Carlos, for 30 seconds, tell us why people from New Jersey are no big deal.
Listen, New Jersey is #1 in the United States in terms of education. It's actually pretty high up there. Yeah, and and for as much as you watch The Sopranos and all these other shows, New Jersey is actually a very blue state, guys. They're actually very good because it's a union state. It's very hard on that. So they're just about creating a life for each other and creating a sense of community. There's a lot of suburbs in New Jersey, which is why a lot of people from Manhattan and Brooklyn, when they settle down, they tend to actually go across the river. It's great. The Giants Stadium is there if you like football. I don't, but if that's your thing, that's great. And you can go to New York all you want. You got the PATH train. It's fine.
Ah, man, great. Give it up for Carlos. Yeah. Atlas Brown is looking up Zillow apartments for New Jersey right now. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I live in New Jersey. Okay, yeah. It's all right. Great stuff, Carlos. Yeah. Give it up for your next contestant, Allie. You right? Allie. Allie, for 30 seconds, tell us why God's wrath is no big deal.
Okay, so there is God, but there's another guy, and he's arguably just as powerful. And I think that he could be on our side. If God hates us, we can kind of go make friends elsewhere. You kind of only need one, Michael Jordan on your basketball team,
That was fantastic. That was right. Give it up for Allie. That was the most subtle way to promote Satanism I've ever heard. Promote the Church of Satan, better than Aleister Crowley or whoever. I don't know. Is that what he did? I don't remember. Yeah, great. Thank you. One more time for Allie, everybody. Sam, I'm checking in. How you doing, Sam?
I'm phenomenal. How are you?
Great. You ready to play this game?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, for 30 seconds, tell us why confined spaces are no big deal. Go.
I love to be cozy. And I think that what people are really afraid of when they're afraid of confined spaces is they're afraid of confronting themselves. What do you do when all you have is yourself? You get to know yourself, and in that, you find peace.
That time, yeah, great. Give it up for Sam, everybody. Spaces. Well, I'm terrified of them now, but that was my own thing. Ben, are you ready to play this game?
Yeah.
All right, Ben. This Paranoid, for 30 seconds, tell us why being completely surrounded by pigeons is no big deal. Go.
Oh, it's pigeons are cute. And they want to be your friend. There was a roommate that I had in college that was an ecologist, and his thesis was he would approach pigeons in different boroughs of the city and measure the distance at which they would fly away. And the pigeons in Manhattan are the most socialized, so they'll let you get really close. So those that want to be your friends. And you see the pigeon ladies on the bench and stuff with the pigeons all over them, and what you're not feeling is disgust, it's actually jealousy. You all want to be here, and none of you have the courage.
Time, great stuff. Yeah, Ben. I'm definitely not scared of pigeons anymore. That convinced me. Yeah. And Donis, you're the final contestant of this game.
Okay.
Donis, for 30 seconds, tell us why your own mortality is no big deal. Go.
I wouldn't be the first to have mortality. So, we all gotta go through it. It's like COVID, you know? So as long as we all riding together, I don't think that thinking about your own death is fair. I can see like, bro, if there was 15 of us and there was only 12 coffees, that would be a problem. But we all gonna have one death.
All right, yeah, there you go. Give it up for Danish, everybody. I don't know. He's thinking about death the next time somebody brings a bunch of coffees to an office meeting or something. Great, we'll give it up for, oh wait, you got something going. What am I talking about? All right. Yeah, Justin. Justin, how you feeling?
Dude, I'm chilling, bro. How are you?
I'm good. Justin, for 30 seconds, tell us why the poisonous dart frog is no big deal.
Oh, the poisonous dart frog? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's not a big deal because what you should really be worried about, you know, global warming, collapse of America, pandemics, you know. So when you really think about it, what's this little frog gonna do to you that the world won't do to you later anyway? And when you start to feel bad about that frog, you know the feeling when you're out in the world and you see a cute puppy? Just think about that instead.
All right, there you go, Todd. Yeah, give it up for Justin. Taking a mountain out of a molehill, you know? Oh my gosh. The world is terrible. Don't give a shit about frogs. Yeah. And our final contestant in this game, my bad, earlier, Nicole. Nicole, for 30 seconds, tell us, for 30 seconds, tell us why the devil himself is no big deal.
Oh, baby, you asked the right motherfucking one. Here's the thing. So we could go so many different ways about this, right? But why it's no big deal, like why the devil is no big deal. Do y'all hear my voice? It's basically like maple syrup over here. So doesn't it feel good? Like I could literally just talk into this microphone for a little bit more. Some of you might get sleepy, but you're not thinking about Satan, that he is everywhere. But here is where you feel really comforted, is that, I lost it. I think now everybody pretty much knows that I'm high. I think y'all no, but for real, pray tonight, okay? Just say your prayers and you'll be good. Okay, there you go.
Clap it up for Nicole. Clap it up for all these guys. And those edibles are kicking in, I guess. I don't know. So we are going to eliminate two more people. Two more people are getting eliminated. Who thinks that Darryl is stoned? Who thinks that Mike is stoned? Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Narcs. Who thinks that Allie is stoned? More Narcs. Who thinks that Sam is stoned? More Narcs. Who thinks that Ben is stoned? Couple. Who thinks that Danish is stoned? Who thinks that Justin is stoned? And who thinks that Nicole is stoned? All right, Sarah Ann and Jeremy and whoever else you give a shit about. I don't know. Yeah. No, Sarah Ann, who do you want to eliminate? We're eliminating two.
I mean, I can't not say Nicole. I gotta confess.
Okay, yeah, right. I understand your logic. And the second one.
I would say Mike.
Mike is getting eliminated. All right, give it up for Nicole. Give it up for Mike, guys. Give it up for them. They are eliminated. Heck yes. Great stuff. Yeah, give it up. And give it up for everybody that's still in this, guys. Clap it up for them. Fantastic. Guess what? Oh my gosh, so we are really whittling it down. And we've seen a lot of games. They've seen a lot of games up here. So, and we know, you know how all these characters have done this whole show so far. So our next game, we're going to see each of our contestants turn on each other. They are going to tell us who they think is stoned up here. And we should eliminate next. And they're going to give us some evidence why they think that and why we should eliminate them. Because this next game is the blame game, all right? So let's see who they blame, who they think is stoned, and tell us why. So let's start over here. Danish, who do you think is stoned up here, and why?
I didn't want to say this, but earlier Ben tried to hand me a chocolate. I thought that was really wild, and I was like, no, dude, that's not what we're doing right now. And so I feel like he just forgot the rules to the game, and is not really thinking about the group right now, and is really individualistic, and I'm not feeling this vibe right now.
There we go, that's one for Ben. Great stuff. You tried to sabotage Danish, that's the thing. Ben, you have an immediate time to rebut, or you can, tell us who you think is stoned up here and why.
Yeah, I'd like to respond to these harsh accusations. So first of all, he tried to hand me a chocolate, and clearly he's feeling rejected because I said no to him, and now he's projecting on me. But honestly, the fact he tried to plant drugs on me is something a cop would do, so he's probably not high.
Oh, okay. So you're telling, well then who do you think is high up here? Or are you saying that Danish is high?
I think he's both high and a cop. Does that make sense?
What? I mean, it makes sense to me, but I mean, I'm one in a million. All right, that's one for Danish? Okay, great. Interesting stuff. So, Sam, who do you think is stoned up here and why?
I mean, I don't want to make any enemies here tonight, but I thought it was very suspicious when, instead of answering his own first prompt, Ben answered the previous person's prompt.
Yes. Okay, so it's a second for Ben? All right, great. Thank you, Sam.
Yo, good looks.
Allie, it's on you now. Who do you think is stoned up here and why?
I was also going to say Ben.
Whoa!
That treasure map question was delightful, and I loved hearing you answer it, but it wasn't your question.
That is true. He did do that. All right. I believe that is a third vote for Ben. One for Donna. Feels like he's winning the blame game because he's in second. All right, Carlos, it's on you. Who do you think is stoned up here and why?
Well, thank you. As a proud person of color myself, I would have to say I did find it kind of problematic that as a white man, Ben was gaslighting the entire audience into thinking that a fellow brown king was on drugs. Like, have you seen the 13th, Ben? Like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of suspicious to me. So, yeah, I think Ben is a stone one.
All right, that's another for Ben. Right on. Justin, who do you think is stoned up here and why?
Well, listen, I will point a finger just as much as the next guy, but I don't know if you noticed, but the fella on the end down there, he slipped in a little late. And that's a pretty telling sign to me that he missed the call to get on stage because he was busy with some other activities. I heard a fire alarm going off. Smoke detector.
All right, so that is another one for Donna. A second one for Donna, I believe. We're only voting for 2 people, though. Very interesting. One final person this game, Darryl. You know how everyone's voted. Who do you think is stoned up here and why?
I mean, I was gonna go for Ben because I'm a follower, but Jordan makes very good points. Do you know how?
Not my name.
What's your name? Justin. But yeah, I mean, you know, in a pandemic, he walked in here and picked food up off the ground and ate it. Come on. Either he's stoned or we are all dead in 2 weeks. Ask him if he remembers which flavor of chocolate it was.
All right. I believe that is 4 votes for Ben, 3 for Donna. Clap it up for all of these guys. All the players. It's still up to you guys. You know how this works. So let's just start in the middle, I guess. Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Narcs. Who thinks that Justin is stoned? Who thinks that Darryl is stoned? Who thinks that Allie is stoned? Who thinks that Sam is stoned? Who thinks that Ben is stoned? Who thinks that Danish is stoned? Sarah Ann, and Jeremy. It's on you. You're picking 2 people. 2 people are getting eliminated. So who do you guys want to eliminate? Remember that Minions poll you guys are going to be sharing.
Justin, Jordan, whatever your name is.
Okay, Justin, Jordan. That doesn't count as 2 people. That's 1 person, by the way. All right. Man. Yeah, that was violent. Terrible. Well, he's going to jail for domestic abuse. Okay, well, I don't know, but you gotta tell the cops his name is Jordan. We'll never figure it out. Jeremy, who do you want to eliminate? We'll eliminate one more person.
I think it's Danish.
Danish, it's gonna be Danish. Danish made a lot of games from showing up fashionably late. Give it up for Danish. One more time for Justin. They are eliminated. And yes, rock and roll. And clap it up for these 5 people that are still in this. We still got Darryl, Carlos, Ali, Sam, and Ben. Great stuff. Good stuff. And here's the deal. We are moving on. Okay, Danish, you're all right there? Great. And yeah. So here's the deal. We know stoners, they can be really like, they can, sink into the couch, like indica in the couch. Like they don't want to be up and excited. They're not on cocaine. You know what I mean? So we're going to have each of our contestants perform a little bit. I'm going to ask each of our contestants to sing. Sing anything. Anything. This is kind of also a mental test. All right? They just have to sing anything for 30 seconds. It can even be made up. But we'll see what's going on in their heads. We'll see how good their memory is. We'll see how big and performative they can be, unlike a stoner, because this next game is sing-off, all right? So let's see. Let's begin down here with Ben. How about, I don't know what Darryl started last time, I think. So Ben, if somebody pass him a mic. And Ben, all you have to do is sing anything for 30 seconds. That's all you have to do. Feel free to stand up or sit down. It's up to you. It's up to you. And whenever, I'll set the timer whenever you begin. Happy birthday to you. Is anybody's birthday here tonight? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dude in the front with the gel hair. Happy birthday, when's your birthday? 6 months ago. Happy birthday 6 months ago. Happy half birthday to you. How old were you then? Clap it up for Ben, everybody. Sing off. All right, Sam, this is sing off. Whenever you're ready, sing anything.
All right, everybody, this stays between us. Sodomy, fellatio, cunnilingus, pederasty. Father, why do these words sound so nasty? Masturbation can be fun. Come on, everybody, I forget the rest of the words.
Yeah, time! Whoa! Give it up for Sam! Yeah! Number 1 hit, indeed. All right, Ali, this is sing off. For 30 seconds, sing anything.
I hopped on the plane at LAX. Welcome to the land of Phoenix. Am I gonna fit in? Hop to my left, here I am for the first time. Look to my right, and I see the whole sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody's so famous. My tummy's moving, I'm feeling kind of homesick. Sing along.
Time. Great job. Give it up for Ellie. That was performing. Great job. That's what performance is. Great stuff, Ellie. Fantastic stuff all around. Beat Ben's happy birthday crowd. Come on. Or who knows? It's up to you guys. Carlos, you're on now. It's sing off. 30 seconds. Sing anything.
Recitar mentre presso dal delirio forse che dico è quel che faccio per un uomo sforzati va sei tu forse no tu sei pagliaccio vesti
Lord, e la pace infarina. La gente paga y rida tormentari si allechino. I forgot the rest. It's Alex Grubard.
Stone could sing opera? I don't know.
4 years.
Okay. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah, one more time, Charles. Hey, Darryl, you're the final player of this game. This is sing off. Sing anything for 30 seconds, whenever you're ready.
Roll, 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 gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Roll, roll, roll your boat, roll, roll, roll your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Roll, roll, roll your boat, roll, roll, roll your boat, roll, roll, roll your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Roll, 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 merrily, merrily, merrily.
It's time. Give it up for Darryl, everybody. Clap it up for Darryl. Hey, clap it up for everybody. They were all fantastic. And guess what? So that was our penultimate game. So we are eliminating 3 people. And then we will have our final game between the final 2 players up here. Who thinks the Narc is still in the show? Hell yeah! I love it! You guys are the best. All right. Who thinks that Darryl is stoned? Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Who thinks that Allie is stoned? Who thinks that Sam is stoned? Who thinks that Ben is stoned? All right, Sarah Ann and Jeremy. Right. Who do you guys want to eliminate? Remember, we're eliminating 3.
We'll start with Darryl.
Oh, wow, okay. Start with Darryl. Ben. Oh, and now they're deciding together. Oh man, it's so tough. And they're going to jail. Sam. All right, what was it? It was Darryl. Darryl, Ben, and Sam. Okay, give it up for Darryl, Ben, and Sam, everybody. Clap it up for them. But they are eliminated. Great stuff. And we have 2 final contestants on stage. Our final contestants, clap it up for Ellie and Nola. They have made it to the final round. Oh my God, I went through so many games. We had so many contestants on stage. It's so crazy. And you know what? Like, I played game after game and I just said their names over and over and over and over again. I said every player's name all the time. And guess what? All you guys have to do is tell me those players' names again, one by one. Anything you say counts as an answer. So if you say, oh shit, what was that dude's name? It goes to the next person and their turn to answer. And back and forth, we'll play it until we've named everybody that was on stage tonight, because this is Name Your Buds. That's our final game tonight. So name your buds, one by one, just say who was up here. Remember, anything counts as an answer. All right, so who wants to go first? Carlos, I feel like I got to give it to you or you'll sing me to death or something. Holy hell. So who do you think, just name everybody that is up here one by one.
Okay, so there's Ben.
Ben, okay, great. And now?
Justin.
Great.
Darryl.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Donis.
Yes.
Allie.
Carlos.
Yes. Yes.
Sam.
Yes.
What was the Marvel Universe?
Okay, that's not that right. So now it's Carlos's turn.
So I already named him, and we also have Stu.
Okay, but both, yeah, already said actually. Allie, it's your turn again now.
Did we already name the girl with blue hair?
No.
It's Allie's turn again.
do I answer this?
No, Allie's turn. Allie? It's 4 at least.
4 left.
Yep. I know, it's unbelievable.
It's my turn?
Yes, you did take 4 left.
Nicole.
Yes! Great. Allie, it's on you.
Did we say Mike?
Mike, yes, correct!
Danish.
Danish was said.
Alex?
I'll take it. I was on stage tonight. It's a great answer. That is correct.
I feel really bad for forgetting the name, like the first one that was eliminated. I forgot the name already.
Okay, well that's another name, but great. I'll give you each 2 more guesses, Allie.
I also am in the same boat as you.
All right, Carlos, you got to guess. Guess out there.
DeBomb?
Oh, you're close. What? Say that again?
Yeah. DeBomb?
You know what? I'll count it. I know what you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Domo.
I'll go with. Right?
Domo.
And you got 1 more each. There's still 1 out there.
Did we already say Elizabeth?
Elizabeth was said.
Tony.
Tony is correct! Give it up for Carlos and Allie. Oh my gosh. And I believe that is everybody. Did you guys remember another that they didn't say? I think they got everybody. Who? You got everybody. Yeah, give it up for them. Give it up for Allie and Carlos. Here's the deal. We're going to eliminate 1 person. 1 person is getting eliminated. So let's just do a round where we're just cheering, and then we'll do just a round where we're yelling Narc. We'll get a very clear answer. Just get yell and say Narc 1 time. Who thinks that Carlos is stoned? Great. And who thinks that Allie is stoned? It's pretty clear, but just for fun. Just yell Narc if you think, for the person you think is sober. Who thinks that Carlos is the Narc? Narc! And who thinks that Allie is the Narc? Narc. Okay, great. Sarah Ann, it's still on you, and possibly Jeremy has an opinion. But everybody else gave their opinion. You know what they said. Who do you want to eliminate? Who do you think is stoned?
I am but the voice of the people, and it's Allie.
You want to eliminate Allie, right? I'm just making sure. Great. Allie, I think you are eliminated. Sarah, I can't believe you're stoned after almost everybody else. Clap it up for Allie. And clap it up for the final person on stage, Carlos, everybody. Clap it up for Carlos. Yeah, exactly. Take a bow. You've been about 12 other people that through all these game shows of sobriety tests to be the last person on stage. So tell us what we want to know. Are you in fact sober? Are you the sober person?
I'm so high right now.
Versus. Oh man. Well, I don't know. What happened? I guess it was the song. You think?
For me, it was, I just had to be around a lot of professional people in music school, high all the time, so I've kind of just I figured out a system.
Hell yeah. All right, we'll come one more time to Carlos. He fooled us. He fooled us. Well, who was the sober person? Sober person, can you hear me? Come on out, back up on stage. Sober person, are you out there? Somebody find a sober person. It was Ben! Ben, yeah, what happened? What happened? They never thought you were the Narc.
Which is, I've never done a single drug in my entire life. I came out here to be a role model to the kids tonight, and I failed at my mission.
What can you do? I don't know. Coming up for everybody. If you're back there, feel free to come back up on stage. And you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll tell you, I know you guys, we were fooled by Carlos, but there's a giant bag of candy. Feel free to grab some candy on your way out. There's a ton of candy, so please grab some. Thank you guys so much for coming out to Weeding Out the Stone. We're here at Asylum every 3rd Friday of the month. Yeah, give it up for all these guys who are on the show tonight. Dallas, Elizabeth, you can put them up, I don't care. Yeah, they're the best. You can find us online. We're at Weeding Out the Stone on Instagram. We're on Twitter, Facebook. Thank you guys so much. Clap it up for Tony. Yeah, we're up here. And yeah, you guys are the best. Oh, also, we're kind of sponsored by Normal. If you guys do want to help fight the war on drugs, feel free to go to normal.org. That would be always super helpful. You know, Weeding Out the Stone is funny, but prohibition is not. So do your part. Grab some candy. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you next time on Pretty Episode. Show's over.